Hey guys, Christian here with All Things Gear, and today we're taking a look at the Sound Devices MixPre 6. Now, Sound Devices has been a force to be reckoned with in the audio technology business for quite some time now. The company is behind the recording of some pretty major Hollywood productions, including La La Land and Mad Max, among others. Now, the company just released the Sound Devices MixPre 6 and the MixPre 3, which are both excellent recording devices with a few key differences. As the name suggests, the MixPre 3 comes with 3 inputs over the MixPre 6's 6 inputs, and the MixPre 3 costs $650 instead of the MixPre 6's $900. Now, $900 is quite a lot of money, but is it worth it? We put the Sound Devices MixPre 6 to the test to find out. Now, the first thing you'll notice about the MixPre 6 is its design, and it's quite a good looking recording interface. When we pulled ours out of the box, we were struck by how compact it is. Sound Devices has long placed an emphasis on portability, and that shows in its new products. The interface comes in at only 16.6 by 11.8 by 3.6 centimeters, which equates to around 6.53 by 4.65 by 1.4 inches, which is really quite small. It's pretty light too, and comes in at around half a kilogram or 20 ounces. Now, portability is really important here, and while you can use the interface to record anything you so choose, because of its size, it's great as a field recorder, and particularly helpful for videographers. That's also highlighted by its retractable mounting screws. Thanks to its small size, it'll fit in most standard size bags without taking too much space at all, which is really helpful for those on the go. Now, the interface is pretty sleek too. One term that might pop up when you first look at it is rugged, and it seems like it should be able to withstand most abuse you can throw at it. On the front of the MixPre 6, you'll find gain controls, along with transport controls and a small display for showing information about your recording. On the left side, you'll get 2 XLR TRS combo ports, a 3.5mm stereo output, a USB-A and a USB-C port, and a power switch. The back houses a small battery compartment for recording on the go, under which you'll find an SD card port and an Allen key. Last but not least, the right side houses 2 more XLR ports, an aux mic in port, a headphone port, a volume control, and a HDMI TC input. As you can see, Sound Devices has made great use of all the space available to it. All those inputs and outputs are found on the outer edge of the MixPre 6, yet it's still a pretty compact and easy to navigate box. Not only that, but Sound Devices has added some really nice touches to the design, like the light-up rings that surround the channel knobs, which glow depending on the intensity of the signal. The light is green for a good signal, yellow when the built-in limiter kicks in, and red when you're clipping. Things like this help make the Sound Devices MixPre 6 visually quite nice too, and they serve a nice function. In the box you'll find a slew of accessories apart from the MixPre 6 itself, including a USB cable and a battery sled for 4 AA batteries. You can also buy a battery sled for Sony L-mount lithium-ion batteries. Alternatively, you can use the USB port to power the device. Overall, Sound Devices has done a great job at designing the MixPre 6. Not only is it rugged and looks good, but it's built for functionality, and you can see that by all the different ports and knobs on each side of the device. Once you plug the device into your computer, you can switch it on, and you'll be greeted by a few lights turning on and the display lighting up. The display is a touch display, and if you've used a smartphone before, you shouldn't have too much trouble finding your way around the user interface. For example, from the home screen, which is basically a way to see input levels, you'll find a small menu button in the upper right-hand corner. From there, you can pull up presets, create or open projects, set up your inputs, and configure timecode. That's only in the first screen. After that, you can head over to the second and third menu screens for more controls. It's really quite a simple and intuitive user interface, and it represents the fact that audio companies are finally moving into the 21st century. The device is also compatible with the Sound Devices Wingman app, which is available on the iTunes Store. Unfortunately, if you're an Android user, so far you're out of luck. You can also access different channel screens, which allow you to control different aspects of each channel. Accessing the channel screen is really pretty easy. Just tap on the associated channel knob, and you'll be taken straight there. From that screen, you can do things like solo a channel, arm it, select the input, turn on or off phantom power, and so on. Now, one of the great things about the MixPre 6 is that you can use it as a computer-connected interface or as a standalone recorder, which as you can see I'm doing right now. Thankfully, it's pretty easy to use the device in both scenarios. As you might expect, you won't really need to get to know the user interface as much if you plan on using it as solely an audio interface, but you probably still should. Learning your way around the device can be pretty helpful. The device actually features two modes, Basic and Advanced, and to switch between them you'll head to the System menu item. Advanced mode will give you control over a number of extra features, like the ability to solo and arm channels, the ability to switch phase, variable panning rather than simply choosing between left, center or right, and more. We use the device largely in advanced mode, but sometimes it was nice to simplify things a little too. In general, the Sound Devices MixPre 6 is extremely easy to use. Sound Devices has done a great job at designing the user interface, and while you might want to spend an hour or so getting to know that interface, 1 hour is not all that much compared to what you could spend learning another interface. If, however, you can't find your way around the interface, Sound Devices has also written a great user manual, which is also really easy to use. Now, we've established that the Sound Devices MixPre 6 looks great and is easy to use, but as an audio tool, how it sounds is the most important thing to consider. Thankfully, it sounds great. That's because the preamps in the Sound Devices MixPre 6 are really quite transparent. They don't add much color or tone to your recording at all, which is exactly what you want for what is supposed to be a very versatile recording device. Now, the sound section of this review is short, but that's a good thing. It means we don't have any complaints. We tested the interface with guitar, bass, vocals, and more, and we were pleasantly surprised by how transparent the preamps sounded. In fact, as you may have seen before, we're actually using the interface right now for the audio for this video. So while we are adding EQ and compression to the sound, you might be able to get an idea of how transparent the preamps sound. Sound Devices has done a great job with the MixPre 6. Not only is it really versatile, but it's rugged and well designed too. It's not, however, for everyone. If you're looking for a dedicated audio interfaces, while the Sound Devices MixPre 6 would be a great option, it is a little pricey, and you could probably find something just as good for a little less money. That, however, ignores the real point of the MixPre 6. It's built to be portable and rugged, and built for those who don't necessarily always have access to a computer, like videographers or even touring musicians who don't want to carry a computer around. To that end, if you're looking for a recording device to accompany your video gear, or for a device that you can carry around with you without needing to carry around a computer, then the MixPre 6 is a great option for you. It's well designed, looks great, and it sounds great, meaning it really ticks all the boxes. Now, an important thing to take into consideration is whether you really need the 6 inputs or whether you'd be fine with 3. If you're fine with 3, then we recommend the MixPre 3, which comes with 3 inputs and it means you'll save $250. Check out the description for a link to buy the Sound Devices MixPre 6, as well as a link to our written review on allthingsgear.com. Thanks again for watching. My name is Christian with All Things Gear. Please subscribe to our channel for more video updates, and we'll see you next time.